Sometimes old people know what we're talking about. Now, remember that young sister that was all over social media and she got that guy Alonzo and called him Unc and was going around helping him. And there was several of us older black women that said, be careful, young sis, because many times, almost every time, pretty much 100% of the time, if there is a man of color that's homeless, that he ain't got a pot to piss in or a window to throw out of, it is a black woman whose head that he stepped on and he's reaching his karma. And that usually is the case because black women, you know that we will hurt ourselves to try to help a black man. So when I see a black man homeless or on the streets, I know that he must have been really low down dirty to every black woman that stood in line trying to help him. Every black woman that lost her house, lost custody of her kids, lost her car, all in behind them. And then they get old and then start preying on the young sisters. So when she made this video, a lot of us older black women were like, be careful. You don't know it. He just an old man. Y'all old bitty black women always. Now I want you to see the report of Unc Alonzo. And so maybe now some of y'all will listen to old people because sometimes we know what the hell we're talking about.
Man in that viral TikTok video goes by Alonzo. Tonight, I exclusively spoke with a woman who says here in D.C. years ago when she was homeless, he beat her up, and now she's only sharing the harrowing details with Fox 5.
Now, while she's out getting $400,000 raised for this man, it turns out that he has been abusive to women and that she was lucky that he didn't hurt her.
The attack was caught on camera, and we want to warn you, it may be difficult to watch. This is exclusive video you will only see on Fox 5. Police say Alonzo Douglas Hebron put a scarf over the victim's head while she was sleeping outside Foundry United Methodist Church. Then he started punching her face and body for several minutes. The brutal assault happened in June 2020 on P Street in Northwest D.C.
I'm speechless. I do not understand how a human being can act like this. He's a sociopath. He does not have a sense of remorse.
The victim, who wants to remain anonymous for safety reasons, says she woke up at the hospital not remembering what exactly happened to her. She's sharing these photos of the aftermath.
Is this the man who assaulted you?
Yep.
The victim claims Hebron is known as a violent and dangerous person in the homeless community.
So we in here.
That's why she says watching this viral TikTok video is triggering.
I've been struggling since then.
However, she does not fault the young lady for trying to help someone.
I was heartbroken. Heartbroken. I mean, first of all, kudos to the woman who did this. She meant well, and I do applaud her for that. I know it was a lot of work for her to do so. But portraying him as something he just simply isn't.
Records reveal back in November 2012, Hebron was sentenced to 5 years in prison for stabbing a man in the neck with a screwdriver during a fight on Queen Street in Northeast D.C.
And that's why as older sisters that have lived this, that we've been trying to tell y'all that's a whole lot, way too many of these men in our community. They're dangerous. They may look old and they may seem feeble. They may remind you of your grandfather, but they're not. They are predators. A young predator turns into an old predator, and that young lady is lucky she's still alive.
The suspect's past also includes other assaults and robberies. According to D.C. courts, Hebron was released to a halfway house last year in June 2023. He escaped and then was returned by the U.S. Marshal Service. It's not clear when he was released.
Why is he on the street? How many people does he have to hurt before? I'm sorry. It's locked up for good. He will not stop. I don't know what they're waiting for.
And one thing that's really sad about this is now he is $400,000 richer, and he's a man that has abused women. But there are black women that are in that city with children, women who have been abused by men, and they're broke, living on the streets. But Alonzo, thanks to the little sister girl, is $400,000 richer.